All right, cleaning up the garage, and I ran across this thing. I don't remember where I got this. I have a vague idea, but I don't remember. It came off of a motorcycle, and it's by the company, it's on the PC board here, Radiance, Radiantz, 2002. So it's quite old. So it has a bunch of white LEDs, and somebody has written on here 12 volts at 1.1 amps. All right, so it's got no circuitry other than a resistor. So, and I'll show you why that's not always a great idea. But driving high-powered LEDs, usually you need to use a current source, and we'll see how that works out in this case. So it's a 10 ohm resistor, but you see there's only 3 of them per row. So there's actually 1, 2, 3 LEDs in series, and then a 10K resistor. So, and having 3, it's like 3 volts, 3 volts, 3 volts, and then a resistor, that kind of thing. And you're going to drive this thing with 12 volts. So there's some current dropped across the 10 ohm resistor, and that will set the current. So let's go ahead and hook it up. Let me go to my power supply. We need a lot of current, so I'm going to use this thing here. Let's see here. We need 12 volts. There we go, 12 volts, and we need lots of amps. So, oh, what's it? It said 2 amps. We'll put in 3 amps, 3.5 amps. Good enough. Good enough. So let me go ahead and hook up the LED. Put ground. VCC. Turn on the supply, and blind the camera. It's very, very bright. Very, very bright. Yes, indeed, very, very bright, but you can shine it on things. It's kind of directional. All right, but what we want to show is it wasn't 1.1 amps as instructed. It's 1.8 amps. And if you notice, it's not staying there. As it's heating up, the current is going up. And this is why it's not as a great idea to just use the diodes plus a resistor to set the operating condition. It will run away from you. And you can see it happening here. We're already over 2 amps now. Let's see if it bottoms out here. But this would be hooked up to a motorcycle, and I don't know about motorcycles, but cars can go up to 14 volts sometimes. So you're going to get a lot of current. Maybe motorcycles don't operate that high. You can comment below if you know about motorcycles. But I believe they're 12 volt systems, and it is a 12 volt, had 12 volts written on it. But now we're up double what it had written on it, right? It had 1.1 amps. Now we're up here at 2.3 amps. And this thing's just going to get higher and higher and higher. While we wait for that thing to go up here, let me zoom down. On the back of this thing, you notice that it's kind of brownish colored. I believe that was probably clear when it was new, but this thing got so hot it started to brown. It started to discolor the. There's kind of a goo that's poured over this thing to seal it, and I don't know what that goo's made out of, but it's gotten hot. I can feel it. It's hard to heat sink this thing, right? Because it's just plastic on the bottom, and there's no way to grab it from the front because there's a bunch of LEDs in the way. So yeah, I think this thing just cooks, and that's probably why I have it, because it probably just cooked itself, and maybe the guy didn't like it, or I don't know. I think somebody gave it to me, if I remember right. But anywho, yeah, let's go see how our current's doing. Yeah, 2.7, and it's still going up. So I learned very early in my career with LEDs is that you do need to have some type of limiting, current limiting in LEDs, because the LED will just get hotter and hotter and the VF will change. It will just start drawing more and more and more and more current, and it will finally destroy itself. I don't know if this thing will ever current limit or not. Well, while we wait for it to blow itself up, I'll show you some photographs here I took of the LED. Oh, I'm hearing noises. Oh, that wasn't good. I heard a snap, snap. Oh, just a second. Yeah, I heard a snap, snap. Oh, I heard it again. Oh, I saw something there. Let me turn it off. So it has destroyed itself. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, the polymer is melting and sharding out and giving little sparks, and yeah. Anyway, good example of what not to do. This is a terrible design. Assuming it was made to operate the way I think it was supposed to operate. It's possible there was a current limiting something or other, but I don't think so, obviously for the condition. Or maybe that circuit blew up and then it started to destroy this thing, but obviously, yeah, this thing's toast. It's toasty. Yeah, not a good thing to do. Don't do that. Always use current limiting. Okay, but I was about to say, I did take some nice close-up photographs of this thing just for fun. All right, well, that was a strange object of the day on the bench. And yeah, it's roasty toasty. It's going to go in the garbage can. Did I say it stinks? It now stinks.